Hi, my name is Pedro Consuegra, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to install WordPress Pit in the Google Cloud Platform. So to start, please go to the Google Cloud homepage. If you don't have an account, I strongly recommend that create one. You will receive $300 in order to test any feature. It's highly recommended you do that. So let's go to start with an account, created an account, and create an VM instance in order to install WordPress Pit. So go to compute engine here in the Google Cloud dashboard when you log in, and in VM instance you can click here to create a new instance. So let's do it. I'm gonna okay. You can start in the default, but we are going to test with the small. So I recommend you for start WordPress Pit to with a 2 GB or more of memory. So let's create it with 2 GB memory. That is the minimum requirement. Then in the boot disk, we are going to change it for Ubuntu 18.04, and let's create 50 gigas of disk space and then select. So it's important to allow you HTTP traffic as well as HTTPS, and then we are all set up, and let's create. So we wait here a few seconds in order to Google allocate this Ubuntu image for us. Okay, let's start to create a browse SSH Terminal here. Next thing we are going to do, because I feel more comfortable with, is allow to this VPS connect via root user via SSH with our computer terminal. So let's do that. We are going to create the password for the root user. I'm gonna create one. Okay, sorry. Nice, perfect. Next things we are going to do is set the configuration to allow this VPS to connect remotely via SSH with the root user. So let's do this. We're going to edit the SSH configuration with bin. Okay, this is written on the file. Let me check this. Sudo okay, let's find the option permit root login and set yes. Let me check here. Permit root login, uncomment, and then set this option yes. Then we are going to change also the password authentication to yes. Let's check this password authentication. Password authentication, yes. Then okay, save the change. And of course, restart SSH. Okay, let me check this. Dedication. Okay. Okay. We need to enter the root password. Okay. Okay, we have to put sudo system restart SSH. So right now we can access via our terminal, so it's my preferred way to install WordPress. Look down, this is the external IP of our service, so you have to put this. So SSH root and the external IP of our VPS. Okay, we have some problem because I've been access to this IP. So to fix this, we have to delete this IP key, this IP from our non-host file. So let's do this. As you see, that is the IP. So I'm gonna erase it. Okay. Now save the change and try again. You can say yes. Now set the password and we are done. We are now inside our VPS via SSH root access. So next thing to do is copy this the installation URL of WordPress pip and wait a little bit to the installation finish. You can grab a cup of coffee in the meantime. Now it's installing Pit 4. We have to wait a little bit more. But we are finished here. Okay, it's just finishing to installing Pit. Okay, great. So now we can go to the external EP via browser. Click here. Okay, Let me check. Please be aware, because when you click here there at the Google Cloud Platform, it's routing to HTTPS, but the correct URL is without S. Okay, right now we are seeing that pip is correctly installed in the VPS. So let's create our admin user for WordPress pip. Okay, let's check Colombia. And now, okay, we just started WordPress pip. So now to create a site with WordPress pip, you need to point a domain to the servers or a subdomain. So for do that, we can go to our to the DNS cloud here, to create a template zone. So I already did that for the example. I create a template zone for WordPressPit.org. You can create any template you want with the domain, with any domain you have. The important thing is that your domain with your domain provider have this DNS servers configured. So let's check in our GoDaddy domains. So you can see here the WordPress pit. So let's go to DNS, and as you see here, I already set this DNS server to my domain WordPresspit.org. So right now, my domain is pointing to these name servers domains. So for this example, I'm going to create a new record. So you can create anything you want once you configure it with your domain, this cloud DNS. So we can create hello.wordpresspit.org. We can set this default configuration, and the important thing here is to point to this IP address where the WordPress pit is installed. So as you see, here, to point to our WordPress pit IP installation, and then create. So I just create hello WordPresspit.org subdomain pointing to our VPS. We have to wait like 5 minutes. So let's do this with another one that had been I configured in a few minutes ago. This is hi.wordpresspit.org. So let's going to create a new WordPress instance with WordPress pit. Let's say hi project, and then hi WordPresspit.org, and create. Okay, it's done. Now click here, and voila, we have a new site installed in WordPress. Okay, you can set your initial credentials and install WordPress. And as you see, you have a new WordPress site in your WordPress Pit installation. And that's we are now finished the tutorial. So thank you everyone to see it. See you in the next time.